50% of the world's population is female, and we are not given enough opportunities. We are not given enough rights. We are definitely not, treated with, like when you look at the main jobs of running the world.
There's a lot of good work, and it genuinely seems to come from the heart. And I'm sure that's how it is that you've been doing as the UNICEF ambassador. What significance do you think does an influencer have on a platform like that to sort of make a change, particularly to the cause that you've adopted, which is education for the girl child?
Well, I try and explain this to people very easily, because a lot of people ask, like, what is the point of, actors or talent being associated with an organization that's doing such incredible work? So unfortunately or fortunately, the kind of media that is consumed is predominantly pop culture driven. And because it's pop culture driven, we are the means to an end. By taking us on a field trip, or by taking a public person who is from pop culture into an area that needs attention, people consume it a lot more. So that is what our job is. Instead of spending every single day on paying jobs, what we end up doing is making sure that we take time out of our lives and bring attention to something that people are not paying attention to. And that is the power and the power of the platform. And there are people who use it, there are people who don't use it. And it's an absolutely individual thing. Philanthropy is absolutely individual. I believe that social responsibility is absolutely individual. From when I was a very young girl, I was made aware of the platform that I had, that I did have influence on people if I just talked about what is important to me. I can't change people's minds, but I can definitely bring an education and an awareness from my experiences. And that's what I strive to do. I really do think 50% of the world's population is female, and we are not given enough opportunities. We are not given enough rights. We are definitely not treated with, like when you look at the main jobs of running the world, whether it's in governance or whether it's in the highest corporates or CEOs of companies, we don't see women as much represented in the population of the world, and women in important jobs. So that is why the education and the opportunity for the girl child is so important, because eventually we have one world and we need to have our entire population represented, and females are such a large part of it. And I do think UNICEF does such incredible work for children's rights, not just for their education, but adolescent girls as well, and just child rights. And I've had such a privilege of working with them now for almost 15 years. So it's definitely an alignment that is very, very close to my heart, and I feel very passionate about. And I'm so grateful that I'm honored that my platform was chosen by them, to help take the message to as many people as I could. And it's the least you can do, I just feel like all of us, my mom told me this when I was very young. She was like, no matter how badly off you are, someone else is worse off than you. You just have to think about that every time you step out the door.